Hello, Anointed Ones, and welcome back to the Anointed TV channel. Today, we're covering the latest development in the case against Robert Preston Morris, the founder of Gateway Church, who is facing serious allegations of Young One SA. Morris recently made his initial court appearance, and we have the details for you right now. Robert Morris, who founded the Dallas-area megachurch Gateway in 2000, appeared at the Osage County Courthouse on Friday for his initial hearing. During this brief appearance, which lasted about a minute, Morris's attorney requested that the judge schedule a preliminary hearing, which has now been set for September 4th. It was Morris's first public appearance since he stepped down from Gateway Church after the allegations came to light. Morris was accompanied by his wife, Debbie Morris, and his attorney, Mac Martin. When approached by reporters outside the courthouse and asked for comment, Morris simply stated, "I'm sorry, I can't," while his attorney added, "He's not talking." Morris's appearance in front of Judge Cindy Pickerel lasted about a minute. As Morris and his wife sat in the back of the courtroom, Martin asked the judge to schedule a preliminary hearing, which he set for September 4. "Is there anything else?" the judge asked. "No, Your Honor," Martin said. Clemisher sat in the courtroom with her parents and older sister, Karen Black. They were joined by Clemisher's friends, including Tracy Jungles and Robin Turney. Jungles and Turney have known Clemisher for over 30 years. Clemisher declined to comment. In March of this year, Morris was indicted on 5 counts of Lulu, or indecent acts to a young one. According to the Oklahoma Attorney General's office, Morris could face up to 20 years in prison for each of these 5 charges, potentially 100 years total if convicted on all counts. Morris turned himself in on March 17th and was subsequently released on a $50,000 bond. Court records show that he has entered a not guilty plea to all charges. The case stems from allegations made public last June by Cindy Clemisher, who stated that Morris S.A.'d her from the ages of 12 to 17 during the 1980s. Clemisher shared her story on a Christian blog called The Wartburg Watch on June 14th. Just one day after these allegations became public, Morris provided a statement to the Christian Post, admitting to what he called inappropriate SA behavior with a young lady. 4 days later, on June 18th, Morris resigned from Gateway Church, the megachurch he founded and led for over 2 decades. During Friday's court appearance, Clemisher was present in the courtroom, accompanied by her parents and older sister Karen Black. Friends who have known Clemisher for over 30 years were also there to show support. Oklahoma Attorney General Gentner Drummond was in attendance as well, but declined to comment through a spokesperson when approached by reporters. What makes this case particularly notable from a legal perspective is the statute of limitations challenge. Legal experts initially doubted Morris would face criminal charges because in the 1980s, Texas law typically required Young One SA cases to be brought within a few years of the alleged ABUSE. However, Oklahoma Attorney General Drummond has cited a frontier-era Oklahoma law that might allow for prosecution despite the time that has elapsed. This law was originally created to prevent people from neighboring states from coming to Oklahoma, committing crimes, and returning home without consequences. Gateway Church, which Morris founded in 2000, has grown from a small group of 30 people meeting in his living room to a massive organization with multiple campuses across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Following the allegations, Daystar Television Network announced it would remove all of Morris's programming from its broadcast schedule. Morris had been a prolific author and media personality with radio and television programs reaching audiences worldwide. Morris's preliminary hearing is now scheduled for September 4th. We'll continue to follow this case and bring you updates as they develop. If you found this information helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the notification bell to stay informed on this and other important stories. Thank you for watching.
a minor this past March. According to court documents, the charges stem from allegations made by the alleged victim, Sydney Clemenshire, who says Morris abused her in her early 1980s, starting when she was just 12 years old at her home in Hominy, Oklahoma. And at this time, Morris was a 21-year-old traveling evangelist. Now, the indictment alleges Morris' sexual misconduct began that Christmas in 1982 and continued over for the next 4 years, and was later released from the Osage County Jail. Which brings us now to today. With the statute of limitations for lewd and indecent acts of a child, it must begin by the 45th birthday of the alleged victim, who was under 18 at the time the crime happened. But according to the Oklahoma Attorney General's office, the statute of limitations does not apply here because Morris was neither a resident nor did he live in the state at the time. Now, Morris's first court appearance is set for today at 10 a.m., and if convicted, he could face up to 20 years